Hello, I'm just lucky and I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for just under a week now. And today, I wanted to make a video talking about my 5 favorite things that I've experienced in the game so far. First, I want to talk about mounts. Mounts are awesome. I've played lots of MMORPG games in my time, but never any with mounts. Being able to walk around the world and see all these people flying on all these kinds of mounts is really cool. There's a bunch of cute mounts, there's a bunch of really cool mounts, there's silly mounts, and just like a bunch of normal mounts. So I think it's really cool that they have a huge variety of mounts that will kind of fit into a lot of different people's style. I also really like that they made it so that every mount can fly in the game, unlike some other games. I think that's really important in a game with mounts, because then if they didn't do that, I think that everyone would just only use flying mounts and then no one would use the ground mounts. Oh, you wanted to know what else I like in this game? My second favorite thing about Final Fantasy XIV so far is dungeons. I never really played other games that have hard dungeons. Final Fantasy XIV has some of the hardest dungeons I've played in MMORPGs, usually in the games I've used to play. Like, they weren't necessarily easy, but they were not hard, like Final Fantasy dungeons. I like that in this game, it actually requires party play to like be able to complete dungeons. And I think that's really not only important for an MMORPG, but I think that it's very cool that you have to like rely on your healers, your tanks, your DPS to like do their job to be able to like complete them. Not only are the dungeons hard, but the boss fights are super cool. I really like that the boss mechanics differ so much between bosses. It makes it really exciting and fun to keep playing. Similar to number 2, my third favorite thing about this game so far is the really big dungeons. And I'm talking about the 24-man alliance raids. I haven't experienced many of these yet, but I've done 3, I think, in the Crystal Tower questline, and I thought these were so fun. I like that it felt really necessary to be able to have 24 people because the bosses were like huge and the dungeons were hard. Like, I think if you had less people, it'd be too difficult. I like that not only do you have a lot of people there, but it's like necessary to have a lot of people there. And I think that's really fulfilling when you do beat it. One of the things I can't wait for is to get to like end game or late game and like experience more of those and like much harder ones. I think it'll be really exciting. The fourth thing that I love about Final Fantasy so far is Black Mage. Black Mage is my main class right now. I love this class so much. From the research that I've done about classes in Final Fantasy, it seems like not only does the Black Mage have like the top DPS, but it's also apparently the class that all the coolest players play. So I think that's really good because I'm obviously one of the coolest players. I love being able to stand like 200 feet away from the boss and just keep casting and still being able to do like the most amount of damage. Just like throwing spells, like gigantic spells all the way across the boss arena and just slapping the boss with them over and over. It's super cool. I can't wait to keep leveling up and just unlocking cooler spells that are just like even more big. I know in Endwalker, Black Mage is getting some really cool spells that I can't wait to try out later. My fifth favorite thing about Final Fantasy XIV so far is the Golden Saucer. I love the Golden Saucer. I think it's really cool that they have a place where you can just play mini games. I think it's really fun and refreshing to like do a bunch of grinding and then just head over to the Golden Saucer and like relax for a little bit and just like be able to take a break but still be able to be productive because you can farm up MGP and unlock a bunch of cool stuff or like save up for like cool mounts. And I feel like you're still doing something even though you're like taking a break. I kind of like that. My favorite games, I think, are probably Leap of Faith, Air Force One, and Out on a Limb. I know that I really like those 3. Anyway, these are my 5 favorite things about Final Fantasy XIV so far. I'm sure they'll change as I play the game more and unlock more content, but this is what they are for now. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing. I plan on making lots of Final Fantasy XIV videos on this channel now that I'm getting really into the game. I love it so much. I already have tons of ideas for videos, and it would be pretty cool if you want to stick around and check those out later. I don't really know how to end this video, so I'm just going to sit here until you click off of it. I'm just sitting here. Watch more videos. Watch watch the video that's on your screen. Just click it. Click the video. It's fine.